Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? White 25. 47. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Flip it. Easy. Hold. 29. Mike 29. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Black, 29. Let's go. Two times. You got 3 down. Hey, check safety. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check out read. Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Now.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready. Black 22.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We got 3, triple T.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
3, triple T.
at the 20.
On play action, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Winston connecting with Howard.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And Blake, the tight end's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Ready. Check. 47. Flip. 47's the mic.
Now Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Topper! Hey, watch it. Tight dog. Check 26. Hit.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Winston now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing on second down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fourth down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it as he's on to punt for the first. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. A spin. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. Jameis now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's keep bringing it.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Giants have taken the lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
80 weapons.
Throwing Jones, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Wait. 49. Green, come and see. 49. That's it. Let's go.
Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones, he's going to got his man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Mike, 45.
He'll try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
15 line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Winston now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. from 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 16, Jones buying time to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Winston to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Ready. So don't say nothing.
Here's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. White 25.
29. Stop your whining.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Wait.
Hatchet. Flare.
Hey, look at that.
Now Winston. Jones has it. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.